Hi, fourth graders. I'd like to introduce to you the art of barn quilts. Barn quilts are beautiful pieces of art that hang outside on buildings, usually on a barn. They are an important part of our agricultural heritage, and they're so popular in the Midwest. Some places around here have even created barn quilt trails where visitors can drive by and spot this unique art on our barns. Barn quilts have even become so popular that people put them outside on different buildings like sheds or even on the outside of their house. We have a lovely barn quilt in our brand new school right in the cafeteria. Something important to know about barn quilts is they often have radial symmetry, which means they have more than just one line of symmetry. Can you think of other objects that you might see that have radial symmetry? Here's a snowflake, for example. Or think of flowers that have radial symmetry, or objects in your house. Does a clock have radial symmetry? Now let's get designing our own barn quilt with radial symmetry. The possibilities are endless. Do you recognize this beauty? Your goal is to have 3 to 4 designs that are yours and that you're proud of. Let me first go over how we start. To find the center of a square piece of paper or a square shape, you would want to draw 2 diagonal lines that intersect at the middle. Then, using your ruler and finding a right angle, 90 degrees, you'll divide your paper again so that you have 8 equal triangles. Once you have found the center of your paper, the possibilities are yours. Let's see what you can come up with when you measure or trace and use a ruler for straight lines, making geometric or organic shapes. Geometric shapes would be things you find in math, like squares, rectangles, triangles, and circles. Organic shapes might be more free-form shapes, things you'd find in nature. You're welcome to use any kinds of shapes in your design as long as all the parts of your barn quilt are equal. That means when I rotate my paper or turn it sideways, the design looks exactly the same. Always continue to rotate your paper and look at your design. What is it lacking? Here I'm drawing a square because I have so many triangles in my design. I need to mix it up a little. In your at-home art kit, I have packed several papers that I'd like you to use today, including your green grading sheet, or how I will grade your planning. With a ruler, you'll divide up 4 boxes on this front page. Use the inspiration sheet for ideas and get working. Remember how to find the center of a square. Make 2 diagonal lines from corner to corner and use the center to make your vertical and horizontal lines with right angles, like you see here. Something I like to do when I'm planning is to prepare all of my boxes. So I'm making all of my diagonal lines and all of my vertical and horizontal lines so that I can get ready to plan my ideas. You might find certain ideas on the inspiration sheet more appealing than others. Use this sheet to get ideas, but don't copy. If you have objects at home that you can trace, like a protractor or a circular lid or cap, you can use that to make uniform shapes and create equal designs all the way around your project. Here, I'm using my protractor to make 4 equal shapes. Then I'm using this small roll of tape in a different section to again make 4 equal shapes. With radial symmetry, we're always thinking in 4s or 8s. Here, I'm using where my pencil lines touch the edge of my square to make a square on its diagonal. Then I use different points that lines intersect to create more designs and different shapes. Consider skipping over certain shapes or erasing lines where you don't need them or want them anymore. As you work, continue to check the green rubric. Read Proficient. My barn quilt sketches show my ideas and experimentation with shapes and colors. Here I've shown you examples of what 4 proficient ideas look like, developing and beginning as well. Or if you think you're advanced, read the advanced category and compare your project against the rubric. Once you have planned 3 to 4 good ideas, you can get out your final barn quilt idea sheet. Draw your best project idea on that square and think of your color scheme. Your final idea can be a whole new design, but it does need to be in color with your color plan in mind.